An engineer.
As an engineer. He's talking about things that maybe some of you don't fully understand, but the whole point is that there's so much more there. He used the word multiverse. That's something that Kryon has used, those very words. And I didn't get a chance to ask him. I'd like to ask him, what did you see when you were there? Because there's a whole lot of talk about things that are quantum and things that are multidimensional now. People are starting to get it.
Except we don't see. I remember Kryon saying, you don't have eyes.
No, we don't have eyes.
On the other side of the veil.
And it's tough to even understand it. And he has got something here. So thank you all.
And I love the simplicity of his message of doing a daily meditation.
That is the key. And if the things that we don't understand, the meditation almost makes it so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you get it,
Absolutely. So I think, again, it's time for our miracle moments, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Yeah, great. It's one of the favourite sections. And yes, time for miracle moments, because miracles happen all the time. And there's so many different ways that miracles unfold. Every single one of us has divinity within. So each of us, we represent a miracle just by being here on the planet.
Within your membership portal is a section called Miracle Moments. So I'd like to ask Monica to share some or one of those miracle moments with you right now.
So we have a wonderful one I'd like to share tonight. I've had to read it a few times so they don't get all teary and weepy, because it just touches my heart very deeply. It comes from Mary Catherine, and Mary Catherine says, Cryon's channels on hope have been very meaningful to me. Hope is the name of our grey tabby cat who travelled in our motorhome with us for over 14 years. During that time, I took animal communication classes hoping to be able to learn from her. When I would try to connect with her, she would give me that not happening look and just walk off. I mean, oh my gosh, I feel for you, Mary Catherine. My goodness. But listen to this. On her final days, I was cleaning where she had been sick during the night. She was watching me with her beautiful Cleopatra-lined green eyes. All of a sudden, I heard her say, "Today is the day, Mum, and you know what to do." She had been sick for several weeks, so I knew what hope meant. I understood her, and I mentally asked her why she had chosen that moment to communicate with me. Her answer was that she knew that I would know that it was real. She told me her time on earth was over because I had things in my future that would be hard on her, and that I should not look for another cat. And then she gave me her greatest gift. She said, I loved my name Hope. It's an acronym for Heart Opening Peaceful Energy. And over 4 years later, I felt her energy, and she announced that she was ready to return. I was instructed to watch for a cat that looked like a combination of her and a Siamese. And sure enough, as described, a cat named Chansey arrived. Immediately, I saw Hope's attributes in Chansey. I've followed Kryon since 2008, and soon after that, I began to sign all of my correspondences, nothing by chance. Oh, Hope came back to me appropriately named Chansey. Don't you just love that story and the power that we have with our consciousness when it's a love connection that we share with an animal? Creates this beautiful bond, and Kryon has spoken about this, that our animals, that love connection, they do want to come back and be with us. So I love that story from Mary Catherine. But right now, there are many people who are asking for prayers of help. They're requesting our energy. They want our love and energy being sent to them. And so I invite you to close your eyes, and in the quantum realm, let's pull up that request that people have submitted in the membership portal of Healing Wednesday, both past, present and future. It's all in the now in front of you, all of those requests. And so we can't really fix their problem right now, but what we can do is send love and energy. And using the inspiration from Mary Catherine, let us invite all of those animals that have assisted humans in healing. We ask for their presence to join us now. Every animal that has ever participated in a healing moment with a human, we ask them all to join us in this miracle moment, this focused intent of those who are requesting prayers of energy, requesting our help, requesting benevolence, that combined with our love wash that we are sending out to them, there is now another amplified field of energy coming to them from the beloved animals. So many of them that have helped other humans with their unconditional love, their support. And so let's now include others on the planet who are not on that list to come join us. Come be in this energy where they receive a love wash from us and they receive the incredible healing power that comes from the precious animals of Gaia. And so with this intention that we have now had, know that it will keep being received in the quantum realms. And it is time now for us to come a little closer to our own soul. And so let us invite Kryon to come a little closer.
Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon. Come a little closer. I realize that I am speaking to a select group who have elected by free choice to be here listening. It is not something that is simply tossed out there as a channel. This one is sequestered to the group. It's why I've chosen the subject I have tonight. Last week, you might remember what the Circle of 12 was, and if you did not hear it or see it or participate in it, I would ask you to go back and find that particular episode of Healing Wednesday and participate in it with me. Because something is happening now regarding the Circle of 12, regarding the new energy that is here. A shift is occurring. It's not the one we have spoken of. And last week I told you of this. It's a higher energy that seems to be sitting upon the population, the consciousness, you might say, the field, the collective. There are all manner of words that would refer to that which is a consciousness group that represents humanity on earth. And that shift and that change is one of allowance. You're starting to be allowed to do more. Now, the allowance is not because of some rule. The allowance is because of a changing multidimensionality of your planet. The allowance is the word we use for you. Will you allow it or not? The Circle of 12 is changing. We're going to go across the bridge as we always do. But last week, perhaps, was just an indication of where this might be going. The circle of 12s have had some commonality, and they will continue to. They're a place where you go to that which is your soul, and you bask in the love that is there. It's a safe place that is there where nothing can touch you while you're there. It's a beautiful place because it's your place. It's more home than the home you might be in now. It's where you go back to and back to and back to. And it's indescribable to you because you don't have the ability yet, with the consciousness that is allowed by you, to truly see it, to truly understand it. And so we structure it for you. And we're going to do it again. I want you to get ready to cross this bridge with me as we have so many times. Please take my hand and let's go. Across the bridge like many times before, or perhaps it's your first time. Either way, you can see a mist approaching that you're going to go through. And on the other side of that mist, you're greeted with love that says thank you for allowance. Thank you for believing that you can make a trip to your soul. Because there are many who still don't, or many who think it's inappropriate, or many who think it's not even allowed. Going home is allowed, dear ones, and in this state that you are in now, you see what you wish to see, which is your soul. It's magnificent. It's beautiful. You might even hear music. There are colors of your own design. It's you. It's the core you. Normally, this is the time where we go through a door, a portal. And as we said last week, not this time. Not this time. Instead, we go to an area. And it isn't even inside, you might say. It's an area where you're going to sit. Some of you may wish to lay down. You may have grass if you wish. You may have a plus mattress if you wish. Anything you want. But I want you to relax because of what's going to happen next. Many, many episodes of the Circle of 12 have occurred in these last 2 years. And almost every single one of them has you discovering something. Think about it. You have a chair you sit in normally. You have an audience that's there normally, and it fills with different kinds of attributes, of energies, of entities, of even you in past lives. We've covered so much. And if it's not in a theater, it's somewhere else where something happens, where you see things, gifts are given, awarenesses are there. There have been a few times that were a little different in rehearsal for this. And this is a time where you relax and you get us to surround you with healing in perhaps a way you've never experienced it before. Now, this is real, and you can participate or not. But if you were with us last week, you know what we're about to do, and I'm going to call it the green mist. The green mist is a metaphor for a thick, angelic presence that is packed with love and healing and understanding and beauty and compassion and kindness for you. And I'm going to ask you to sit there and see it coming if you wish, or lie there and sense it coming if you wish. And here it comes. It's important that you realize that it comes in slowly and that it surrounds where you are. It senses the allowance. It greets your soul, perhaps with a handshake of sorts. And in it comes, flowing right into you, your consciousness, your cellular structure. Everything that is you is now having imbued into it the energy of this profound healing mist, green mist. It is us with you. You're not discovering anything, dear ones. There is no audience. This is for you. This is us working with you. Will you allow it? Yes or no? Last week, we concentrated on one subject, and this time it's another. I want you to understand right now that everything you've ever felt that disturbed you emotionally can be wiped away. And this green mist in every cell of your body, in your DNA, in your brain, in your heart, is ready to retract everything that is inappropriate with you. Has there ever been a time when you cried for weeks? How about we take that away? We cannot take the event away, or the betrayal away, or the grief away. The event happened as it happened, but let us replace it with wisdom. And when you would think about something, you'd smile now and say, that was me learning. That was appropriate. And I am now going to honor it instead of grieve over it. That the green mist can take away anything that is emotionally inappropriate. Some of you are having trouble with frustration or anger, not just grief or betrayal. Let that green mist come in and take away any feelings that you're not worthy. Let it fill you up instead with the fact that you are magnificent. This green mist is real, and it's here for you. Here is a time for you simply to sit and let us work with you. Can you feel this? No interruptions during this time, dear ones. If you have an interruption, I want you to come back and do this again. Because the way these programs are structured, there will be a replay. I want you quiet during this time. I want you to sit and understand the reality. We know your name. And we know what is in there. We know that the inappropriateness of these emotions that you've had, that maybe even have defined your life, can be healed. Really healed. Really healed. Really healed. They can be replaced by something that is so much better. And it's so real that you'll know it when you leave this place. Some are saying, Kryon, can I do this a number of times? Oh, yes, you can. That's why the structure of the program is as it is. I want this episode to be powerful for you. I want you to feel the change. I want you to stay here and stay here and stay here while this occurs. The green mist is working here. There is no visualization of it receding. It's not going to go from the room. It simply will fade when you're ready to awaken back to your reality and go home across the bridge to the earthly home. Dear ones, this is always available, and maybe it's the first time. Don't let this startle you. This is why you're here. Stay. There'll be more. Stay. Quiet. And so it is.